Yo, 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 how's everybody doing today? Welcome back, everybody. It's been a good 2 weeks. I did say that I'm gonna start uploading between 1 or 2 weeks. 2 weeks is the latest. Due to my schedule is pretty hectic, so welcome back. If you guys are new, this is a beginner friendly course based on like what the actual fuck are stocks, and here I discuss what stocks are. Everything's majority of everything is and everything is beginner friendly, I would say. I have a whole bunch of slides. If you guys are new and you guys want to learn about stocks, I would definitely say just go back a couple of videos and I will teach you everything that you need to know about stocks. Last week we did discuss like market cap and volume, and I'm gonna get a little bit into more volume today. I'm gonna just break down volume a little bit more in depth because I did not get the time before. But so like basically volume, it's we discussed it's the examination of number of shares or contracts of a security that has been traded in a given period. And a lot of technical analysis may use it in the trading decisions. So what I like to say is volume, it's buyers and sellers, right? Buyers and sellers that are involved. We have people selling and then we have people buying. I would say in certain scenarios based off like if you want to hold it long term, short term, anything like that, you have to just look at the volume and see how the volume is and see where it's going, you know. Um the phrase is the trend is your friend. I'm gonna just write this down. I heard this pretty often. So the trade, oh my god, the trend is your friend. So basically, literally, it could be short term, long term, anything like that, and you could see like how the market is. So I could just pull it up real quick if it loads. Oh, there we go. So yeah, the trend is your friend. So I'm gonna just get rid of everything. As you guys can see, this was coming down, right? And when it's coming down, if you notice it's coming down like right around here, you see it going down, you could obviously see that in the long term trend it's been declining. Or if you want to go back, this is like weekly, daily, monthly, anything like that. You could just back it up and you'll see like up here, this was a trend, you know. Um but yeah, the trend is your friend. Just make sure, when you're buying or you're selling anything like that, just make sure you look at the volume. Also, every day, every week, every month, and every year, we have a bunch of buyers and sellers. We have literally, I call this like a war every day between buyers and sellers, weekly buyers and sellers, monthly and yearly. Because every time there's always whether people like the stock or don't like the stock. A lot of people, well, it would depend on like the trend, how the trend is, but usually a lot of people, depending on what the trend is. So if the trend is going up, there's gonna be a lot of buyers. Not really a lot of sellers, but a lot of buyers. Then when everybody's satisfied with the price of that stock, so for example, right, I'm a buyer, right? I'm buyer J. I buy um Apple, and I buy it for, let's just say, 100. And I look at the volume beforehand, and I see like the volume is really high. I'm like, okay, the volume is really high. A lot of people. That means a lot of people are getting into it now, buying Apple for $100 per share, right? Then it's like, Then all of a sudden, like in like what, 3 months? 3 months later, it hits 150. I'm happy. I'm content. I made a good $50. I made a good 50% profit. I'm alright. So now I'm out of here. Then I get out, and then you started noticing more and more people are starting to get out of get out of the share that they have. So like you could notice that the volume is decreasing. You see volume is decreasing, and you'll be like, why is it decreasing? And then all of a sudden it starts increasing, but on the seller side, where you see a lot of sellers coming in and they start selling their stock left and right. And you're like, why are they doing that? Something's up. And then you sell yours, and now you're happy with the profit. And then you see Apple goes from 150 in the next 2 weeks. 2 weeks later, it goes to like 125 or 130. What this basically means is you have to observe, volume and how the market is trending just to get that money in and get the money out. I've been trying to go over, like, just trying to remember to see if I went through everything with you. So I'm going to review everything just to be on the safer side. So this is what a stock is. You don't need to be good at math. You're chilling. Why do stocks? Because it's like a passive income. It's a great form of income. I'm not gonna lie. Why do stocks? Long-term investment. You invest in yourself too. If you invest in yourself in the longer term, it's gonna pay off. You just gotta put the money in. Is it worth it? How do I get started? I believe it's worth it, but then again, this is just my view on it. It's not, anybody else's view. It's just my view. Somebody else could be like, nah, it's not worth it, but that's their preference. I'm not gonna force them or anything like that. And then we talked about the different types of stocks. Different types of stocks part 2. How much money do you need to start? What type of investment should I make? So this talks about basically all the different types of investments you should make and why. When is it the right time to sell a stock? This is a big one. I would say with this one, it's just based off like tolerance, I would say. So like, you know how when you're getting like a tattoo or anything like that, or like some people will have a high tolerance. Like a tattoo doesn't hurt for them, but for you it hurts a lot. Like just a little bit of a little bit of ink on you and it starts hurting. Meanwhile, other people, it doesn't hurt. So I would say it's based off tolerance. Whatever your tolerance is, you could get out, get in, anything like that. Fundamental and technical. So technical is more towards like I would say trends, volume, like analysis based off technical terms. And then fundamental is more like information based, I would say. But this is gonna be level 2. So this right now is just level 1. This is just like the basics. So remember, this is a beginner friendly course, and then the next one is gonna be an intermediate, and then the last one is gonna be more towards like pro, like where I'm at right now. Technical, yeah. This is gonna be level 2. Just wanted to discuss a little bit about technical, nothing too crazy. What happens when a company files for bankruptcy? Because this is a big one too. Because a lot of people, when they put in their money in, all of a sudden like they don't realize it, and the company, which is rare, it's very rare, but it does happen, and the company is like, oh, we're bankrupt. Where does the money go? And we already discussed that. Then we discussed the different types of market sectors. We broke down everything, and we broke down basically where everything is at, aka healthcare, materials, real estate, consumer, and so forth. Why do companies even issue stocks? Like, what's the actual point of it? Like, what is the actual point? Then we got the risk to reward ratio. We got basically like the formula to make the cheddar and the formula to lose some cheddar. You know what I'm saying? Then we got the market cap, where we discuss like, I would say like the shares and how much shares there are in total. Then it'll be somewhat of the technical analysis, just like a little taste of it, aka volume, what it does, the war between buyers and sellers, the trend is your friend, and then we discussed obviously today, where it was just like an example of the volume and how it works. Wanted just to say, if you guys have any questions, if you guys don't understand any concepts in here, I'll gladly break it down for you guys. But so far, I believe that we have gone through everything. I'm not gonna lie. Just to be on the safe side, we're about to figure this out. I'm gonna just type in like if I was a noob and I didn't know anything, what can I what how do I research these stocks? What are stocks? I'll just type in what to know. Oh, it's already here. Okay, because I typed this in before. So stock trading involves buying, selling, market. Okay. And then beginners, let's just make sure buy the right investment. We did that. So buying the investment, I'm gonna just copy and paste this. Let me see more items. Okay, I'm gonna just copy this. Alright, so this is from Google, right? So this is the basically 9 tips, but I broke this down like 18 different tips. But alright, so buy the right investment. What does that mean? The right investment. I'm not gonna lie. Right investment, it could mean 2 ways. One where you see like crashes, like you see where the stock went from, so like Apple for example, right? Apple went from 181. This is like the price up here. I'm gonna just zoom in just a tad so you guys can see that. So Apple went from 181 in last year in January, and now it's at 135. So it went down like $50, right? I could see that as an investment, just cause in the longer term, it would probably bounce. You buy it for 135 now, and then once it hits like 180, 190, 200, you could just sell, obviously. And then it's the next one. It will be avoid individual stocks if you're a beginner. So that basically means, I would say, let me go to number 2 real quick so you guys can see what I'm talking about. I just want to read this real quick out of curiosity. Okay. Alright, so basically what this is saying is just don't pick a stock that you don't know about. Make sure you do your diligent research on it. Don't get lucky, anything like that. Make sure that you research it. Be like, yo, what I want to know, and we discussed this in like that's different types. Well, I'm trying to find it. Where I put it? Somewhere here. I'm gonna find it. Oh, here we go. How to do stocks. So make sure you guys always like find a company you trust, research it, have money aside, and then buy shares in longer investment. Sorry, this video is a little bit long, but bear with me, guys. Then it'll be like create a diverse portfolio where we discussed that already. Have different stocks from different sectors. Technical, real estate, all that. Be prepared for a downturn. Risk to reward. How much you're willing to lose versus how much you're willing to gain. You could try a simulator. We're gonna go into the simulator part very soon. I'm gonna just put like a dash, so I know what I'm gonna teach you guys later on. Stay committed to your long-term portfolio. So if you guys are buying for the long term, make sure that you're holding it for long term. Make sure you go by your goals accordingly. Start now. Start whenever you feel comfortable. Whenever you guys do feel comfortable, if you guys want to know more knowledge about it, definitely research it. And I'm always here to help. Avoid short-term trading. If you're a beginner and you guys are first studying, I understand like the bread. Yes, I understand that, but please avoid this. Don't short trade. And then keep investing over time. So I would say like monthly is pretty fine. Like put $100 to the side, $200 to the side, and then it adds up over time. Like for real. But yeah, this is all for beginner friendly course. This is literally it. No more beginner stuff. You guys have graduated. So now in a week, 2 weeks, another video will be discussing on intermediate course and what you need to find out about that. Hope you guys enjoy. If you guys have any questions, comments, concerns, anything like that, hit me up. My DM's always free. And hope you guys enjoy. Peace out. Have a good night, guys.